go. Good afternoon. Welcome to Shots with Devin here on WTBQ, interactive photography lessons on the radio. How do you do that? How do you do photography lessons on the radio? Real easy. We tie into my website, www.devinshots.com. Remember, you spell my name with an I, DEVINSHOTS.com. And all the photographs that we talk about today are on the website, so during the show, you can follow right along with us. It's great. If you're driving, don't turn on your computer. You can go home. We record the show on video, so in a day or two, this show will be on the website again. The videos will be on, and you can go back and check it out, or you can come back weeks later and enjoy the show. Every week, I like to have a co-host. Usually, it's a high school student who's interested in photography. This week, we have the lovely and talented Samantha Kresovich. She's a freshman at Monroe Woodbury High School, right?
Yep.
Glad to have you with us, Samantha. Welcome.
Good to be here.
You excited to be on the radio?
I'm so excited.
Cool. Let me ask you a question. Have you seen the pictures that kids get from the prom at high school?
Yes.
How do you feel about most of those pictures the kids get?
I don't like them at all. They're horrible.
Like this? It's not on the website, folks, but it's the picture. I did a Google search for prom pictures. What do you think about that?
Boring.
Boring. Not too exciting, right?
Same thing over again.
Yep. Well, this morning we were doing a location photo shoot before the prom for Chelsea. Chelsea wanted to get really awesome prom pictures. So she called me and we did a photo shoot. This is one of the pictures from this morning.
Oh, wow. That's pretty.
Isn't that cool?
That's really cool.
She looks like a supermodel, doesn't she?
She does.
Yeah, she's a very pretty girl, and she's a lot of fun to work with. So we took this series. Now, what was cool about Chelsea, she didn't bring her date to the photo shoot.
That's interesting.
Right? So I'm calling it a diva shoot, because today it was all about Chelsea.
That's pretty.
So we worked on location, and we got several different scenes with her that really looked like $1 million. And I thought I would use this as a basis for part of our lesson today, which is how to take pictures outside. Most of our listeners will be taking pictures of their children or their pets, and it seems like families are usually outside at the beach or at a park or a zoo, right? So how do you get a nice picture outside? That's the question. Now, I've heard many people say, Devin, it's a beautiful, bright, sunny day. It's perfect for us to take pictures outside. What do you think about that? Do you think a beautiful, bright, sunny day is good for taking pictures outside, portraits?
Yeah.
That's wrong.
Okay.
The reason why is when the sun is bright, what happens is it creates harsh shadows on your face. So if you're listening to this show, later on, go back to your collection of photos and look at your family pictures, and I guarantee you'll find some where there was bright sunlight, there's dark shadows under the eyes, you can hardly even see their eyeballs, big harsh shadows on the face. And that's a problem for making a nice portrait outside. So how do you do it? What do you do on a sunny day? Say you're at the beach, say you're at the zoo, and you are out in the sun. How do you take a nice photograph outside? Well, the trick is use your flash. Turn the flash on your camera. And what the flash will do is it will help to fill in those dark shadows. There's two things that you need to do. One is use the flash. Number two, you need to stand close enough to the person so that the flash reaches them. So some people will stand 20 feet away, but use the zoom, and the flash isn't strong enough to get in there.
Yeah.
So stand 8, 10 feet away, turn the flash on, and it will fill in those shadows. Now, remember when we worked together, Samantha? Remember how much time and effort we put into positioning the flashes? And
most of the time was working on that.
Yeah, right? Because the light is so important. So the first step for the home photographer is just practice using the flash on your camera. But then as you get comfortable and used to that, you can actually learn how to take that flash, especially if you have a portable strobe, and put it on a tripod in a different position. And there's these great little radio units or infrared units that aren't that expensive, and that can take your portraits and bring them up to a whole new level. So using the flash does two things. It fills in the shadows, and then it also puts the little sparkles in the eyes. We call those specular highlights. And so, especially with young kids, when you get a picture outside and they have those little sparkles in their eyes, it makes it come alive.
It does, yeah.
Yep. So that's the trick for today. Use the flash outside on sunny days. Now we're going to take a short break. When we come back, we're going to spend some time with our co-host, Samantha. She's a great photographer herself. We're going to look at some of her pictures and do some shots with Samantha. So tune back in just a few minutes.